Hi, and welcome to today's Wellness Wednesday video. Today, the flower essence that came up is the flower essence of hound's tongue, and it came up under the area of mental clarity. So what hound's tongue flower essence does, in my own words, is it helps us to mix the magical with the logical. So it incorporates or helps us to incorporate the spiritual aspects of life around us rather than only seeing it in a very analytical, logical view. So the examples it gives in the description is like, rather than seeing a tree as simply timber or firewood or things like that, it's seeing that it has energy and a spiritual essence is pretty much what it talks about. And so hound's tongue, I think, is beautiful because it allows us to see the magic in the world. It takes us away from that analytical, logical, which is definitely a good thing, into that more feminine kind of energy where we can see things from a different light, from a different perspective. And this talks about for us as well. So rather than seeing our bodies as simply DNA and skin and organs and everything else, we need to incorporate that holistic view where we see ourselves as a spiritual entity and our bodies as a spiritual being as well. And our soul is within that body that is full of DNA and everything else. And that, to me, is that holistic thinking, I guess. And that's kind of the basis of like mind, body, soul. So we can't just concentrate on the mind analytical part and seeing the body as simply just something that is just what it physically is, I guess. It's including that soul part of the soul aspect of life all around us. And everything has this energy, has this essence. And so Houndstown really, like I said, the way I see it is helps us bring in that magical aspect of life around us, which makes life a little bit more exciting, makes it a little bit more beautiful and a little bit less dry and cold, because the analytical does feel very cold to me. It feels very methodical, very cold, I guess is the only way to say it. And although we definitely need that, it can't be how we see life, or life becomes very dull and boring and analytical and cold. I'm just checking if there's anything else. So yeah, hound's tongue is that holistic thinking and helps us to understand ourselves in that holistic sense that we are mind, body, and soul. So if this is something that you feel you're struggling with, or if you're kind of scratching your head at what I'm saying and going, no, but it is just a tree, then this is probably the essence for you. I think really with where we're going in the world right now, we are really being called to see that holistic aspect of the world. And it's not simply how can we manipulate it or navigate it for our benefit, but it's how can we work together. And like when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the earth and everything else. If we just see it as not as Mother Earth or divine mother energy or divine feminine energy or Gaia, and we just see it as a rock with water, a floating rock with water, then we're missing that whole essence aspect of it. So beautiful flower essence. It helps those of us who are maybe just starting out on our path, who are maybe just realizing that there's more than the logical. And for those of us who, I know I've this week been kind of doing some flip-flopping between logical and magical thinking. So feeling like that might be for me this week too. But if that kind of resonates with you and you feel like you're doing that flip-floppy thing, or you're kind of starting to see things beyond that logical, then this is the flower essence for you. And so to bring hound's tongue in, all you need to do is you can simply DM me and I'll explain how to energetically bring it in to assist you. Or if you would like to do a flower essence healing, there's lots of beautiful flower essences that are offering their energy to us at this time to help us heal and help us grow and help us along our path. So if that resonates with you, please feel free to DM me and we can book a session. It's really, honestly, like nothing you've ever experienced before. It's so powerful and so helpful. So I hope you take advantage of that, especially if you're struggling. I know I've had a rough couple weeks, and I've used my flower essences on almost a daily basis to kind of bring in the energy to support me in releasing what needs to go, and bringing in some supportive energy. So I hope you take advantage of that. Any questions, please feel free to DM me. Anything at all, you can DM me or email me, and take care.